Hi, good day, and welcome to our weekly webinar. My name is Evan. I'm from HikVision South Africa, and I'm in charge of HikVision training for South Africa, as well as a product specialist. In this webinar for our HikLeague, we do this quite often. This one is a re-recording. My apologies for anyone that are watching this on YouTube and being in the live stream. It wasn't the same. Our apologies, we had some technical difficulties. My backup also did not record. These things happen. Anyway, so for today's training, we are going through our CCTV project cameras. So let's get into that. So in the first category, we will discuss quite a little bit. I'm just waiting for the page to go to the next one. We're back at the PPT issues. There we go. So the first one is our network cameras. We will focus on our 3 series, 7 and 8, and our 6 series special cameras. Right. So getting into the first one on the network camera for our 3 series AccuSense camera, there's quite a bit that we have changed. I just want to get my laser out here. So obviously from the normal megapixels all the way higher, these cameras are powered by Darkfighter, and they have the bracket H. There's a little bracket there with an H. That is so that we know that this is the new version for the software features that we'll get into a little bit later. That is for our HEOP. It's our HikVision HEOP platform for third-party applications. So it's quite a bit nice. And then for our special side, which is powered by Darkfighter, this is the G2 models. In the G2 models, there's quite a bit different megapixels, different lenses, etc. So very nice. There's a lot of features here, and we're going to get into them, as well as our Darkfighter S. And some of you might be wondering, what does the Darkfighter S stand for? So Darkfighter S is there to be able to use the Darkfighter technology as well as the smart hybrid light. So very straightforward, very easy, and let's move on. So in the 3 series itself, just to give you a heads up, it has that built-in different AI programs, and we'll get into highlighting those programs a little bit later on. It's self-learning, so it's got that deep learning algorithm built into it. It's obviously supported by AccuSense towards a working NVR. We have the Darkfighter S, which has that super large aperture built into it, so opening up the F count wider, also providing you a better sensor size, 1.8 inch itself for that sensor size, so a much better environment, 4K resolution, and the new ones will have 60 frames per second. Yes, that is correct. Some of you might be familiar with the normal 20 to 25 frames per second. 60 frames per second on a 3 series, that's pretty big, impressive. And then obviously eco-friendly packaging and low power consumption. So when it comes to that HEOP platform, this is our third-party platform designed for how to help you guys with third-party application, whatever you would like to introduce towards the camera. There's so many different programs out there. We're just going to highlight a few of our ones itself. The new version of this HEOP platform is now in 2.0. So there's more advanced features designed for normal TPP applications itself. So moving forward, the smart hybrid light, the ones with the normal 2 generation itself. In these itself, they have the Darkfighter S technology as well as the HEOP platform built onto them. This allows them to be able to absorb and take in whatever software that you are providing as a third-party analytic, which is a very nice feature. And the rest, I think we've already mentioned, the smart hybrid light, you guys should be familiar with a little bit. When it comes to the rest of it, if you're not familiar with anything, please do me a favor and have a look at our previous HikLeague videos on our YouTube channel called HikVision South Africa. You'll find it under there. There's quite a lot. But anyway, moving forward, the AccuSense features is quite a bit of firmware upgrades, especially in the Deep in Mind M series, the normal M series, the I series, AccuSense, the K series, as well as the cameras. There's been firmware updates, so please have a look at that. Smart search itself has also been improved quite a bit more. So target specific for human and vehicles, keeping those records easier, especially for AccuSense. It just makes everything much smoother. Moving forward, we also have our 7 series and 8 series cameras for that family line. Talking about our 5G sorry, G5, not 5G. G5 platform. I'm thinking about 5G there for a moment. My apologies. I just did the network one. So going through the 5G itself, the G5 models. In those models platform, you'll see that there are new little availability on the Darkfighter S in domes as well as turrets and also bullets. So making a lot more flexibility up to 8 megapixels. Then in our 8H model platform in the 7 series itself, you'll see again, same scenario. We've upgraded some of these to make it better for you, as well as we have the normal ones that some of the guys are familiar with in the Darkfighter series itself. And I just skip to the next page with skip. So quite a bit more that's there. Obviously the intelligent models. And then for the ANPR cameras, they are very popular as well. We got the normal ones. I know a lot in South Africa is very familiar with the 8032, very popular cameras as well. Then we have obviously ITS cameras itself. My favorite one is the TCM model. Here at the bottom, that's the 403 that has a built-in radar underneath it. So a very nice little feature. But just to drag your attention to one of them here, as you can see in the naming rule, is from 4.7 to 118 millimeter lens. That is 25 optical zoom, if you're unfamiliar with that. So it's quite a distance. And in our 8 series, we got different ones, especially the tandem view cameras. Very intelligent, quite a bit that we can do. So discussing that AI programs that you can allow to be loaded onto some of the 7 and 8 series. And only 4 of these can be used also in the 3 series, so keep that in mind. But your normal smart events, that's all like your scenes for intrusions and line casting. Then we have facial capture. Yes, facial capture. We also have facial pictures itself. We've got monitoring. That will be the video quality itself, seeing if there's video quality or video changes. So if the camera angle changes, it will notify you. It's a very nice little feature. And in the people management, we have people counting, so the camera can count how many people. It can focus on a group of people. It will focus on queue counting, using it also in heat mapping. So not just in fisheye, but also in our 8 series. That will be in the 8H platform, which is much more effective. And also on duty, off duty AI. So if the security guard is there, it will show that he's on duty. If he's not in the security guard's room, it will show that he's off duty. Nice little feature. Multiple different other features that we can focus on when it comes to the faces and the bodies of people. And also different AIs like hard hat and I don't know, there's one that says sheep counting, another one that says hands up. So if you put up your hands, triggers, sends the silent panic. Very nice little features. If someone may be running down a corridor, which is not supposed to be running, especially like school, hospital, or maybe someone that falls down. Someone's not wearing their safety vest, their little safety glasses. Very nice little feature. But this is switchable. So which means that you can schedule a time period. So I can have maybe this camera here to count and manage my amount of people that's entering and exiting my shop. And at night time, when I lock up my shop, let's say 6 o'clock, then it will go into smart event. So using the security sign. The next morning when I open up, it will go from the smart event all the way back to people counting. So having 2 different AIs on one camera depends on your time schedule, how you set it up, but it's a nice little feature. In the rest of them, if we go into that comparison with the firmware upgrade, we can also do now when it comes to double the event. So event 1 and event 2. So in a short period of time, if both events were triggered on the camera, it will only then send you a notification. My apologies. So that's a very nice feature. So in the event that maybe someone crosses a line and enters an area, to reduce your false alarms, it's another little feature that is a very awesome way to handle that environment and the way that you can set it up. So very easy. And then the next one is obviously for the ANPRs. ANPRs also have the switchable AI, but they have different features. So we got obviously the smart events for line crossings, intrusions, and alarms, and so forth. And then we also have the ANPR, which is normal, the automatic number plate recognitioning. So very nice little feature. And also we have parking space. So for obviously the distance of these are very important. So if it's a normal parking environment, we can obviously schedule and tell you if there are 4 spaces or out of 4 spaces, how many parking spots are available. If it's a larger environment from a very further distance away, and definitely have a look at the material later on, so you can see the distances, but up to 40 spaces in a single picture of an ANPR camera. Nice little feature. Then we have the normal straightforward TCM 403 Rode ANPR camera. These got special brackets, and they are anti-corrosion brackets, I say. So with special anti-corrosion paint on it as well. It focuses on during the day and nighttime. Got all the wonderful features for normal urban roads, slightly highway areas. So definitely keep an eye out on that. Just wanted to make sure if there's anything. Oh, then it also has WDR, 140 WDR. So that means it's a light fighter built into it as well to fight that light, that strong headlights of the vehicles as well, which is a nice little feature. Obviously, the accuracy is very important. We have 109 different country and registration plates that are loaded as software on these cameras. So no matter what country the vehicle's registration is coming past, very nice little feature. Moving forward, same model, but now we have the additional radar underneath it, which is a nice little feature. Radar gives us much better accuracy. We also have target specific, so up to 128 targets in a single view of that image. Distance-wise and speed-wise, so between 5 kilometers to 10 kilometers can definitely be used on a roadway. Sorry, 5 kilometers to 100 kilometers, my apologies. And then also for short range, then someone would say, but why is it -2 to +2? This means that if there's a vehicle that's in the image itself, then that person is moving slowly with the registration because it doesn't want the number plate to pick up. And again, -2 kilometers, which means it takes you forever to go past it. It's still going to trigger. All right. Distance-wise, obviously, lens-wise, quality, all that is in there. It's a very perfect environment camera. I kind of like these ones a lot. Especially with the radar built in. It just makes my life easier as a technical person. And then we've got entrance and exit for between 0 to 30 kilometers an hour. That's normal boom gate environment. Straightforward, you have the bullets, you've got some turrets as well there. So different size of lenses, megapixels, so obviously for underground parking, quick, short areas, very nice to control, especially in our shopping areas. I think we've all seen it in the majority of places. So very nice little feature. I don't think I have any videos to show on that. No, I don't have any videos. So very nice, easy, straightforward. Don't think. Oh, it does. It does play video. Just look at that. Okay, very bad quality though. That is not the video. It is just my laptop. My laptop is a ThinkPad and it keeps on thinking. I don't know why. Anyway, moving forward past that point. So we also have obviously for high traffic environment, for normal controlling of that environment, switchable again. So between 0 to 80 kilometers an hour. So definitely have a look at those models. I'm highlighting on my side, but you guys cannot see it. So very simple, very focal, built-in dark fighter, nice little ANPR cameras. Then we got for big motorways itself, between 0 to 120 kilometers an hour. So this is a very nice one for suburban areas. I think most areas you can't really do 120 kilometers an hour. Yet some people do. That's why with our AccuSense cameras, when we do perimeter protection, we say human and vehicle. Because in South Africa, 2 o'clock in the morning, you have a Golf GTI in your garden. So you want that notification to say a vehicle has entered into your yard, even though it's your backyard and there's no road going. Anyway, I'm sure you guys get that. Anyway, moving forward, then we also have a higher end side itself. So also have that supplement lights that can help you to illuminate that area better, different degree angles, different distances that we can focus on. So very good, as you can see in the image. a much better environment by using. So again, just the camera alone, camera with a supplement light, you can see the differences very clearly. Moving forward, highway cameras. Proper highway cameras. On these cameras, between 0 to 200, my apologies, 250 built-in AI to focus on up to 5 lanes. That is for the 20 megapixel, 9 megapixel. Yes, you heard correct. 20 megapixel, 5 lanes. 9 megapixels, 3 lanes. 16 megapixels, 4 lanes, and 5 megapixels for 2 lanes, 1 to 2 lanes. So very easy, very straightforward. And there are more information on these cameras. These cameras can give you the vehicle brand. It will give you the vehicle type. It will also give you the color of the vehicle and tell you the driver's face. If their safety belts are on, just a lot. If they are smoking, if they're on the phone, there's a lot of AI in these cameras that definitely very scary, but very good. It's good for us. Then we have these cameras. They are designed for self-cleaning. They are network IP cameras for harsh environments. They are maintenance free. So with this has a 2-liter little container at the bottom. That 2-liter container, it sounds like I'm saying like 2 liters, like, you know, I'm a rock or I don't know. But anyway, so 2-liter there. That detergent will basically wipe and spray and clean the lens itself. So for 2 years, you can have that maintenance free. So 1 spray per week, which is just brilliant. So for anyone that does services and maintenance on mines, on cameras, I think you know what I'm talking about. Moving forward, in our tech series, just before we get into that, just also letting you know that we do have the Solo family as well. In the Solo family, we have multiple different PT sets available, especially our 4G that has a SIM slot. So big PT sets, up to 25 optical zoom, SIM slot in there for GSM, for 4G, as well as PTs. Then we have the ones that we can connect up with Wi-Fi. So they have built-in Wi-Fi capabilities. The tandem views ones, we've got the varifocals. What else is there? We've got the ANPR ones as well. Yes, number plate recognition. Then we have the smaller ones that we do wildlife cameras, the small basic Solo ones. They're very straightforward. They got built-in radar and PIR and motion detection that they work with. We also have the accessories. So for the Solo kit, just the kit, no cameras, just the bracket, batteries, and the solar panel. There are different ones available for that application. Just to show you how that looks like and how it works. So obviously, the bullet will view the area, and then the PTZ will obviously zoom in and zoom out. I'm not going to play the video because I don't want this to crash, and I don't want to record this video session. Moving forward, built-in storage on these devices are option as well. ICO 10 rating, so that's vandal proof, IP66, up to 30 frames per second, 4 megapixel cameras, nice optical zoom in there, 32 optical zoom, which is just brilliant. Low power consumption for a PTZ, that is just a no-brainer. And then we have the accessory ones for the Wi-Fi, using that capability on a Solo, putting up the antennas, talking to a different point. Maximum is 1 kilometer, which is brilliant. Built-in microphone and audio speaker, so two-way communication, so you can yell at the person, you know, what are you doing there, whatever the case is. Built-in storage on an eMMC memory card that's built into it, 64 gig. You can take it up to 256 gig SD card that you can put in if you would like it. Uptime is 6 days on that, so very nice. Out if you have bad weather, so it's a nice little option. Then we get into the wildlife cameras. We've got different models available. In these models itself, we have like these ones that have option for SIM slot inside them. Batteries can be changed out, or you can put the adapter in that uses 10 of the AA batteries, which is easy to swap out. We also have a solar option for that as well for wildlife cameras. Where to use them, I think most of us in South Africa should be very familiar with it. Very nice. Built-in GPS location, high resolution of 8 megapixel camera. connected to your mobile phone. So from your mobile phone, you can immediately see or get a notification if there's wildlife, someone there. Then going into that 6 series, so that was just a little bit extra, into that 6 series, mostly focusing on our fish eyes, which obviously enhanced the field of view. That's the first thing to notice. We've also enhanced the megapixels to be higher. The resolutions and the frame rate for that is also increased as well. So definitely have a look, much better quality, much more improvement, as you can see. Then for our fish eyes for outdoor, obviously 4 built-in microphones designed for outdoor rain use for weather environment. Also with the warning lights, and I'm not going to play the video, very nice, a little easy to use. It also has a cover to cover the camera lens in case of, you know, any privacy that's needed or whatever the case might be. In those cameras itself, we have different AI programs like heat mapping to follow the flow analysis, so we can see which direction our customers or traffic is going, counting how many people are in our shop, also using it for queue counting. So this is a nice little feature. It counts how many people are on the queue, notifying the manager to please, on their mobile phone, please open up another till because there's too many customers waiting. This is working, already working in South Africa very well. Multiple businesses already have that. But again, also what I normally tell the guys, we have a queue counting camera, not just the fish eye that can do it, but we also have a separate camera that is just designed for queue counting. But all the queue counting AI is not designed for Department of Home Affairs. My apologies, but it cannot work there. Moving forward, if you got that one, I'm happy. Next one is our high temperature environment family of cameras. So we got different options here. We got ones that flow with air itself, so 150 degrees Celsius, but it's just the airflow that goes through that. And then we have the higher end one that uses airflow and water cooling going in and out. We provide the fittings for those, but obviously not the water pipes, and that's obviously yours. But 250 degrees, so for harsh environments, definitely high humidity environments, we also have separate cameras to be able to record special covers over those cameras to dissipate the heat out towards it, even though it's a very hot and humid environment, especially for tobacco. We've actually tested one at a crocodile farm, because the humidity is bad there. A lot of places. Moving forward. Explosive proof cameras. Got 2 functionalities. First one is it's explosive proof. Means that if you have a camera and you put like a 2.5 TNT little bomb like a meter away from it and it goes kaboom, the camera will survive. That's the idea behind it. It's not going to look pretty probably, but it will survive. It's designed for that harsh environment. The second part of it is also, again, explosive proof, which means that when it comes to a harsh environment where maybe you're not allowed to take your phones in, or laptop, or lighters, or e-cigarettes, or vapes, or whatever the case is, because any electronic things can maybe cause a spark, and if there's a spark, there's a big kaboom, or die. So these cameras are designed to work in those harsh environments. Then we also have the anti-corrosion. Some of these are designed with stainless steel in mind. So for harsh athletic mines or harsh coastal environment, or even on a ship going from one port to another one, it's designed for that environment. So part of that anti-corrosion, like I said, multiple different products itself, and we'll get into them a little bit more. Underwater cameras as well. So not just the anti-corrosion, but also underwater cameras, specially designed with different AIs. Some of them will work with marine life. Some of them we've already worked with water testings, looking at quality of waters in certain environments, giving us a warning if the water level or the water quality gets bad, giving us an AI technology for that, which is just brilliant. And then obviously just for the material itself that we are using on our anti-corrosion, designed for long hour use, or multiple use, harsh environments, etc. So it doesn't deteriorate, that often or that quickly, so making it much better. As you can see here, compared to a product that was 7 years old, compared to the new models, which has that extra poly anti-corrosion on it for those environments. So it's specially designed to last a lot longer. Right, moving forward, like I said, multiple different cameras from our AccuSense with color view and that HEOP, so you can load up your own personal third-party application platform on that for any AI that you would like to work with. Oops, my apologies. The Darkfighter PTZs, so making it easier for you. Very nice lens, as well as the bigger, larger environment for that category, as well as built-in SIM slot on these models. So these models have a built-in SIM slot in order for you to be able to connect it to the internet remotely, which is nice. Moving forward for the PTZs, there's quite a bit of family range here. But my apologies, there's quite a bit that we need to go through. So starting off obviously with the smaller ones, the DE series. In the DE, we have the 3 to 4 inches. They are nice. They also get sometimes classified as a PT, some of these models, so keep that in mind. Then we have the bigger ones and so forth. We carry on. Then we have the DFs, the nice features on them. They have also the Darkfighter technology built in, and there's quite a bit of changes that we are making in the Darkfighter technology. As you can see on this specific model, we have the Darkfighter 2.0. So that is the latest version of Darkfighter. So starting off first with powered by Darkfighter, then we have Darkfighter itself, then we have Darkfighter X, and then we have Darkfighter S, which uses that supplement light, and Darkfighter 2.0. So there's quite a bit of changes very quickly. Then on our tandem view side, we've got quite a bit. And like I've said to some of the guys out there, we've tested this. The normal one, we used to say it was 180-degree field of view. After measuring, it's 190 degrees field of view. Up to 6 megapixels, which is brilliant. Have all the nice features from the smart linking action to the deep learning algorithm, live guard built into it, the AR live as well. So there's quite a bit of features built into it. Then moving forward, then in our PTZ, the big range, these are high PoE models designed for that kind of environment. Long range itself, we have ones with built-in laser to concentrate on the specific area that you're focusing on. Here we have one that's up to 3 kilometers, which is quite a distance. If you think about it, 3 kilometers is very far. Then we have the water level warning system that's built into some of these PTZ cameras. We have traffic violation cameras. And also my favorite is the teacher check-in. So making sure that all your students are there. This is a normal system to be able to check in who your staff to register to make sure that they're all there in class and who's missing, who's not. Very nice little AI system that follows the teacher. Just to show you the tandem view. I did share the shot. Sorry. That didn't work. Okay. So we're not going to play the entire video. I'm just going to mute the sound and the music. So just to let you know, very straightforward. Can't show you from the side. So I'm going to have to look at that monitor. My apologies. So nice thing is having the camera focus on whoever breaks the rules. So when it comes to a PTZ, we need to understand with any camera, it will focus on the rules first. So if someone drives in and they break a rule, the PTZ will pan and tilt into that area. If while it's busy following that person and something else happens, again, it will focus on what the rule is. So while it's busy following someone and someone else breaks the rule, it will go towards that rule. So it's designed that way. So now it focuses on the rule. So as it's focusing on that vehicle, stay still. If someone else breaks the rule, then it will it's focusing, trying to see no activity. It's still waiting. Someone else broke a rule, it will follow whoever breaks the rule, so forth. So very nice little feature. So no matter who breaks the rule, it will follow the rule always. Okay, moving forward. Indoor tandem views itself, as I mentioned, wide angle, very easy to use, having that auto tracking 3.0 built into the devices itself. Vehicle management as well built into it. Very nice little features. So quite a lot new changes into these tandem view camera. So smart analytics, vehicle management, auto tracking, and your face and human so capturing, which is also a very nice little feature. Moving forward, then we have our, this is our little indoor PTZ. This is specially designed with high frame in mind, up to 50 to 60 frames per second. It's 2 megapixel, perfect for high traffic, especially in a banking environment for security use itself. So very nice little features. Also that auto tracking 2.0 in there as an AI to help you a little bit to make it smooth running. Then we have our live guard brackets. This is also a little of a nice feature that's available. So having your normal brackets, you can swap them out with these ones. They have a built-in flashing light, red and blue, to give you a warning, as well as a 30-meter distance of 50 dBs buzzer itself that will buzz in that area, warning the intruder or warning the person maybe not to park there or not to go there. Very nice little easy feature. There's a video. Unfortunately, like I said, we're not going to play that right now. Then we have our water level with built-in radar. There's a built-in radar at the back of that PTZ. This will focus down to a specific degree area, focusing on the water, which has a plus to minus 2 degrees out when it comes to the level of that environment itself. That is a plus or minus 2 millimeter distance itself that it can focus on, telling you that the water level has changed or telling you that there is some problem from the water line. So very nice, easy to use. We know that we have some flooding in certain environments. This is the early warning system, which is, not going to tell you it's going to happen. It's telling you that it's on its way kind of thing. Water does run very fast. These things do happen, but any warning is better than nothing. So these things are very helpful, and as well with our solar kits. All right, moving forward in our network and audio. So we have obviously cameras with built-in speakers. We have cameras that we can link with IP speakers as well. So there's quite a bit of IP speakers that are available. I kind of like these myself quite a bit. The Model Ts are the ones with the audio trigger input itself. They've got an alarm input on these. Very nice. You've got the pillar ones, you've got the box ones, you've got the ceiling mount ones. So quite a bit availability when it comes to that. Multi-application use, broadcasting, emergency broadcasting, built in as well with storage. You can also add an SD card if you would like to with your own tunes or whatever the case is. Two-way audio communication are available on some of these models. Linking action with cameras, so very easy to install, very easy to set up. In the interface itself, you can just go to the setting and select it. You can also have an audio input trigger. So there's multiple different ways that you can use this. All right, so normally this warning off doesn't always help, something louder. And compared to the cameras itself, having that built-in speaker at 78 decibels, pushing it all the way up to 124 decibels, that's super loud. That is the same as what you'll find on a 30-watt siren for some of the local guys in South Africa. Like I said, two-way communication, also text-to-speech. So you can push in the text-to-speech and it will do that either male or female voice, depends on what you would like. Different formats that you can use. I think a lot of the guys are using MP3s and obviously AACs. Some of the guys are using the WAV files. So just keep that in mind. Obviously, size-wise of those files are also sometimes important. Linking actions towards your HIK Central, your IVMS, your HIK Partner Pro, your HIK Connect, and your NVR, specific NVRs that can handle these IP speakers for broadcasting. So security broadcasting, maybe playing music in a shopping center, or notice saying, I don't know, maybe at some sort of event saying, is there any wife out there that lost her husband? He's sitting here in a corner crying, looking for his wife. Please come and find him. The information desk. Anyway, moving forward, the emergency broadcasting as well. Some companies need certification. I personally feel that if you are broadcasting and you are letting know that there's some sort of emergency environment, won't hurt. Letting people know. Okay. Then we also have radar. We have different radar options. There are different models: 2 kilometers, 1 kilometer, 500 meters, 120 meters, and 60-meter radar. Radar will detect if there's an intruder, whether it's a human or vehicle, depends on how you set it up. Nice degree angle, up to 120 degrees over an area, and then obviously horizontal. So 30 degrees, in a certain area, and then obviously 120 degrees wide, focusing on up to 32 targets at the same time, so you can follow. A very nice little feature. So just to give you a rough idea of the layout of that. So when there's somebody walking, you can have a PTZ linked to it. When there's maybe 4 PTZs linked to one radar, all 4 PTZs can be linked to follow that person. Then also 7 radars can be linked to one PTZ. So you can have one PTZ, all 7 of those radars, and if anyone crosses that area, it will obviously notify the PTZ and it will look at that environment. So a very nice little feature. And then the last one is target specific. So focusing on your targets, multiple different angles, degree, areas. So just showing you on the map quickly how that would look like if you play this. So on the map itself, you can see the person walking. There's the image of the person the PTZ is following. So this is your radar. Unlike a camera, if the person is walking across, you don't know if the person is walking straight in a straight line or the person is going zigzag. But according to the camera, the field of view, you can just see the person going straight. So where can we use this? Multiple different places, and that is our training. Everything shoved into a little session. So thank you very much for joining. Please have a look out. We have more videos to come about new features and products. Please definitely join our e-learning. We've got quite a lot of training courses available, easy, and it's all free. So definitely join. Also have a look at our instructor-led on our e-learning. That is class sessions with myself and some of the other trainers, and we'll travel also everywhere. There is a calendar showing you where we're going to be, and we'll provide training in those specific areas. And definitely please enroll. Thank you very much, and keep well. Enjoy. Bye-bye.